So the story of Mrs. Freedom and Mrs. Bondage. Mrs. Freedom and Mrs. Bondage were going through the same situation, and the only thing is that for Mrs. Freedom, she, for example, when she reads the verse that "Be holy as I'm holy," she knows that it's something that God is saying He will do, or um, verse about all the verses about forgiveness. She knows that it's God who is saying that He will do that. I was explaining more about forgiveness in my other video, and what else? And the verse about okay, we'll stop there. Only those two verses. And Mrs. Bondage, every time she read those verses, she thought God was asking her to do that. So both of them are going through the same situation. Mrs. Freedom feels so free because in her mind she knows who God is, knows that God has her back. From the reference of knowing that He's the one who will do. The pressure was never on her, and it's not. So, but Mrs. Bondage, since the pressure was on her to do everything, no matter what situation she was in, but since they're both in the same situation, if you asked her how she was doing, her mind was troubled. And so I just wanted to give you the example.